All right, so good day everyone in the AUM. So in this video, we will discuss and parabola. So basically, this is just a short video discussing the topics. Yan. So parang again, parang review lang to basically. So ayun. So para kung for example, nalilito pa rin kayo sa parabola. Yan. Tapos di niyo pa rin nalalabuan kayo dun sa PowerPoint. So I made this video for you. So para may reference kayo. Alright, so without further ado, let's start this one. So mag-start tayo sa standard form. So let's start with the standard form. Wait. Pa siya naglalag? So alright, so let's start with the standard form. Ayun, alam ko nang bakit. Okay, so standard form of parabola. So alam niyo naman, so we have two types of parabola. So we have vertical and horizontal. So kapag vertical parabola, so kapag vertical ganito, so uh, x minus h squared equals 4p. Alright, so y minus k. Alright, so this is a vertical parabola. Next, kapag horizontal naman, so y minus k squared equals 4p y minus k. Sorry. X minus h. Sorry. This is h minus h. X minus h. X minus h. Alright, so this is now a horizontal parabola. So, ano na pinagkaiba ng dalawa? So, tandaan, kapag ang naka-squared is x, it means that you are dealing with a vertical parabola. So, if ang naka-square is groupings ni y or si y mismo ang naka-squared, then it means that you are dealing with horizontal parabola. Alright, so ano yung itsura niya? So, ang vertical parabola natin, may dalawa siyang possibilities. So, it's either, ang opening niya is upward or pwedeng downward. Alright, so pwedeng downward yung parabola natin. Tapos, kapag horizontal parabola naman, so it's pwede siyang to the left, ayan, or pwede siyang to the right. Alright, so na-discuss natin yung mga components ni parabola. So, let's say we have a vertical parabola. Tama. We have vertical parabola. Ayan. Alright, so, ang tawag natin dito sa point na to, again, dito, ang tawag natin sa point na to, this is the focus. Alright? Next, dito sa point naman na to, this is, sorry. Kailangan ko lang matulog siguro. So, sorry. Alright, ulitin natin. Alright, ulitin natin. So, my mistake. Ayan. So, this point, this is what we call the vertex. This is what we call the vertex. Then, the point here, this is the focus. Alright, next. If we draw a line, ayan. So, if we draw a line connecting the 2 points, which is the focus and the vertex, this, the line that will be formed, this is what we call the axis of symmetry. So, axis of symmetry. Ayan, symmetry. Alright, next. So, meron tayong line dito. Ayan, na perpendicular with respect to the axis of symmetry. Tapos, itong line na to, never siyang didikit sa parabola. And this is what we call the directrix. Alright, so meron tayong directrix. Next, so, dito sa focus, there is also a line. Ayan, so itong line na to. Ayan. So, ang tawag natin sa line na to, that is the latus rectum. So, latus rectum. Tapos, itong dalawang points na to, alright, so these are the endpoints. Alright, this is the endpoints of latus rectum. So, ayan yung mga components ni parabola. Alright, next, balik tayo dito. So, ano naman yung mga problems, paano naman natin hanapin yung mga components ni parabola? So, kung naalala nyo, we have two approaches. Alright, so meron tayong dalawang approaches. Yung unang approach, formula-based. Okay, kung naalala niyo yun. So, meron tayong sinusunod na formula para hanapin si focus, si vertex, si center. Ayan. Tapos yung isang method, yung wala tayong tinitingnan. So, ang ginagamit natin is the definition of parabola. So, ito yung pag tumaas, gagalaw si y, dagdag. Ayan. So, yun. So, hanapin ko lang yung sample ko dito. Alright, so, yung sinasabi kong formula, ito yun. Copy ko lang. So, ito yung sinasabi kong formula. Ayan, so, ito yung sinasabi kong formula. So, don't worry class kasi this formula naman is available sa midterm nyo. So, ito ay nasa likod ng midterm exam nyo. So, provided naman ang formula. Ayan. So, hindi na kayo ganong mahihirapan. Alright, so next, dito tayo, mag-solve na tayo using this approach. Then mamaya, solve naman natin yung same problem using a different approach. Alright. So, nasan yung question? Alright, so ito. Control Shift S. So, ito lang din yung nasa, actually, ito lang din yung nasa, what you call this? Sa discussion. So, i-discuss ko lang ulit. Alright, so ito yung tanong natin. So, sketch the graph. Siguro, mas maganda if mas maliit. Okay, so, sorry. Ayan, so ito. Ito yung tanong. So, sketch the graph of the given parabola. Quantity x plus 2 squared minus y equals negative 20 times quantity y minus 5. So, unang gagawin natin dito, so ano binasa given natin. So, unang gagawin, alright, so find the vertex. Pero bago yun, alamin natin, ano ba to? So, by the way, sulit muna natin yung tanong. So, this is x plus 2 squared equals negative 20 y minus 5. Yan. So, as you can see, since ang naka-squared is x, okay, so nakita nyo naman na ang naka-squared is x. So, it means that we are dealing now with, we are dealing with horizontal. We are dealing with vertical parabola. So, it's either upward or downward. So, ito yun. So, after nyo malaman kung anong type of parabola siya, isulat nyo sa baba niya yung standard form nun. So, we have x minus h squared equals 4p y minus k. Alright? So, next. Ayan na. So, again, we are dealing with vertical parabola. Kasi nga, ang naka-square is x. Alright, so next, hanapin natin si vertex. So, ang vertex natin, alright, so ang vertex natin, ang formula niya is hk. So, ito yung purpose kung bakit natin sinulat na magkatabi si question tsaka yung standard form. So, bakit? So, compare and contrast. So, x minus h 2 equals negative 2 equals negative 4 2 equals negative h negative 20 equals 4p y equals y negative 5 equals negative k. So, yun yung ibig sabihin niya. So, para lang dito sa circle. So, para malaman tong coordinates ni vertex, parang sa circle lang din. Yung binabaliktad lang natin yung sign. Alright, so ang h natin dito is positive 2, so dito magiging negative 2. Then ang k natin dito is negative 5, so dito magiging positive 5. So ito na ngayon yung vertex natin. Alright, so number 2. Hanapin naman natin ngayon sino? Solve for p. So yun yung process eh. Solve for p. P lang isosolve natin. So paano isosolve si p? So una, sulat nyo muna 4p. 4p, so again, katulad sinabi ko kanina, compare and contrast. So, 4p is equals to negative 20. Ayan yun. So, 4p is equals to negative 20. So, let's solve for p. So, p, so divide natin both sides by 4. So, cancel si 4, cancel si 4. So, matitira sa left side is P. So, negative 20 divided by 4, this is negative 5. So, ito na ngayon yung P natin. Alright, so review. So, since we are dealing with vertical parabola, it means na ang opening natin is either upward or downward. Alright, so upward or downward. Since ang P natin is negative, it means that we are dealing with downward parabola. So, downward ang tawag dito. Downward ang opening natin. So, ang opening is downward. Kasi nga, ang P natin is negative. And also, we are dealing with a vertical parabola. Alright, next, number 4. Alright, so, So, number 4, hanapin natin si focus. Number 4, hanapin natin si focus. Tandaan nyo, formula based tayo We are dealing with vertical parabola. So, ito na yung formula natin. Okay, so pag vertical parabola daw, formula natin for focus is ito. So, H, ayan, H, K plus P. So, sulat lang natin. So, sa focus, ang formula natin is H, K plus P. K plus P. Alright, now, balikan natin yung tanong natin kanina. Ito. Hanapin natin yung values ni H tsaka ni K. So, ang H natin, ito class, di ba? Ang H natin equals to negative 2. Then, ang K natin equals 5. So, sulat ko dito. So, H natin equals negative 2. Ang K natin is equals to 5. So, substitute lang. So, meron na rin tayong value ni P. So, substitute lang natin. So, si H, ayan, si H equals to 5. Ang K natin is equals to, sorry. Ang H natin is negative 2. Then, ang K natin is 5. Plus, alright, so plus, ano P natin? Ang P natin is negative 5. So, plus negative 5. So, simplify natin. So, copy lang si negative 2. Then, 5 plus negative 5, this is 0. So, ito na ngayon yung focus natin. So, ang focus natin is negative 2, 0. So, again, we are just using the formula. Alright, so number 5. Sorry. Number 5, hanapin natin si sa number 5. So, sa number 5, find the directrix. So, sabi, directrix. Alright, so anong formula natin sa directrix? Ang formula natin sa directrix is, ayun, so ito. Again, we are dealing with vertical parabola. So, ito gagamitin natin, yung vertical. Kapag horizontal parabola, ito gagamitin natin, yung kabila. So, ang directrix natin is y equals k minus p. So, sulat ko, y equals k minus p. So, ano ba value ni y? So, wala siyang value, no? Hindi natin siya na-solve. So, y lang yan. Then, ang k natin is 5. Ayan. So, 5. Minus, ang p natin is negative 5. So, minus negative 5. So, solve natin. So, y equals 5 minus negative 5. So, this is 10. So, ang directrix natin is ito. Y equals 10. Alright. Next, number 6. Hanapin natin si axis of symmetry. So, axis of symmetry. So, paano hinahanap si axis of symmetry? So, ano yung formula natin? So, axis of symmetry natin is ito. X equals h. So, sulat natin X equals, dapat itim, puti. X equals h. Ano ba x natin? So, walang value si x. So, just copy this one. So, ano yung h natin? Ang h natin based sa formula is 2, negative 2. So, h, palitan natin na negative 2. And ito na ngayon yung axis of symmetry. Alright, so next, number 7, last part. We will find the directrix. Directrix. Ayan, so directrix. So, ang directrix natin, ang formula niya is ito. Ayan, so ito formula niya. So, sulat na natin. So, dalawang formula niya. So, we have h plus 2p k plus p. K plus p. Tapos, sa kabila, h minus 2p k plus p. So, same process. Nagsasubstitute lang tayo ng values at this point. So, ano ba value ni h? Ang value ni h is negative 2. So, substitute lang natin si negative 2 plus 2 times P. Ano ba yung P natin? Ang P natin is negative. Ano yung P natin? Ang P natin is ito, negative 5. So, P, negative 5. Then, ano yung K natin? So, ang K natin is 5 plus, ano yung P? Again, ang P natin is negative 5. Then, solve natin to. So, kopya ko lang to. So, this is going to be negative 2 plus, alright, so kopya ko lang si negative 2 plus, ito, 2 times negative 5, this is negative 10, comma, 5 plus negative 5, this is 0. Then, simplify natin. So, negative 2 plus negative 10, this is negative 12. Then, just copy 0. Sorry, hindi to directrix. Sorry. Ito yung endpoints of latus rectum. Alright, ulitin ko number 7 natin, this is the endpoints of latus rectum. So, 7, endpoints of latus rectum. Ayan. So, yung unang endpoint sa latus rectum is negative 12, 0. Alright. So, ano yung pangalawang endpoint sa latus rectum? So, copy lang din natin. So, substitute nyo lang. So, paano yun? So, negative 2CH minus 2 times P, which is negative 5. Tapos, K natin is 5 plus P natin is negative 5. Then, solve natin. So, negative 2 minus, 2 times negative 5, this is negative 10. Then, 5 plus negative 5, this is 0. So, negative 2 plus negative 10, ito. Negative 2 plus negative 10, this is 8. Then, 0. So, ito na ngayon yung pangalawang endpoints ni latus rectum. Alright, so that is how we solve, tawag dito, yung parabola using, using the formula. Alright, so ito lang siguro i-discuss ko yung sa formula kasi given naman na provided ng formula sa midterm natin. So, siguro mas okay na mas kabisado nyo paano gamitin yung formula. Alright, next problem naman regarding parabola is converting from general to standard form. So, general to standard form. So, paano naman ang process dun? So, allow me to find some question. So, ito. So, for example, we are tasked to transform. For example, we are tasked to transform a given parabola which is written in general form, and we are tasked to transform it into a standard form. So, just like this one. So, ano yung process? Alright, so ano yung process? So, una, ganito. Alright, so sulat ko muna yung question. So, ang question natin is y squared minus 6y minus 2x plus 8 equals 0. Alright, so paano gagawin natin? So, una, determine muna natin kung anong terms ang naka-squared. So, anong term ang naka-squared? So, anong term na naka-squared is y. So, once we find the term na naka-squared, ang gagawin natin, i-isolate natin sa kaliwa lahat ng terms ng y. Tapos, the rest, ilipat natin sa kabila. So, and how do we do that? So, ano ba yung mga y terms natin? So, we have ito, y squared minus ito, 6y equals. Tapos, yung matitira, negative 2x plus 8, itatranspose natin lahat dito sa kabila. Kasi nga, i-isolate natin si y terms sa kaliwa. So, si 2x magiging positive 2x, negative 2x magiging positive 2x, tapos si 8 magiging minus 8. So, yun yung unang step. Alright, next, completing the square. So, alam nyo na kung paano mag-complete the square. So, i-complete natin yung square nito. Ayan, so how do we do that? So, una, open bracket, y squared minus 6y plus space, closing bracket equals 2x minus 8. So, paano to? So, ano ba yung na-coefficient ni y? So, that is negative 6 divided by 2, then square it. So, negative 6 divided by 2, this is negative 3 squared. So, ang ilalagay natin dito is negative 3 squared. So, alam niyo na yung rule, whatever you add sa left side, kailangan idadagdag niya rin sa kabila para maging balance yung equation natin. Alright. Yan. So, yun yung step. Next, after nito, ang next na step natin is we will simplify the right side of the equation. So, 2x minus 8 plus negative 3 squared, this is 9. Then solve natin. So, 2x negative 8 plus 9, this is clearly positive 1. So, plus 1. Then, copy lang natin si left side. So, y squared minus 6y plus negative 3 squared bracket. Alright? So, next, factorize natin tong completed square. Yung complete perfect square trinomial. So, i-factorize lang natin to. So, paano yun? So, just copy y, open parentheses, y space, closing parentheses equals 2x plus 1. So, ano ilalagay natin dito? So, ilalagay natin dyan is yung nasa laman ng parentheses. So, ano ba yung nasa laman ng parentheses? That is negative 3. Alright, so next, factorize natin yung coefficient ni x. So, dapat, ang coefficient lagi ni x is 1. Okay, so factorize natin si 2. So, 2x divided by 2, that is clearly 2. Ayan, kasi nga, finactor out natin. Then, 1 divided by 2, that is 1 half. Then, just copy the left side. So, y minus 3 squared equals 2 times quantity y plus 1 half. And this is now the standard form. So, that is the process and how we convert from general to standard form. Alright, so basically those are the questions or those are the details regarding parabola. So hopefully na-review kayo dito sa process na to. And yan, kung may question kayo, don't hesitate to drop me DMs or private message para ma-address natin yung mga questions niyo. Alright, so those are the questions. Ito pala, nakalimutan ko before we end. So, yung application ni parabola, this is the application of parabola. So, ano yung application niya? Sorry, application. So, ang application ni parabola, guys, is sa mga satellite dish. 'Di ba? Kung makikita niyo yung mga satellite dish, ganito yung shape niya. So, ang shape ni satellite dish, ganyan. Ayan. Tapos, ito yung mga sample nung hanap ako ng image. Wait. I have no internet. Alright, so, kung makikita niyo yung mga signal, ayan, yung, tawag dito, yung cable provider na signal. So, kapag nagpa-install ka sa kanila ng cable, ayan, so, naglalagay sila ng satellite dish sa bubong nyo. Tapos, kung makikita nyo, ganito yung shape niya. Tapos, merong parang microphone na ganito. Ayan, may microphone. Tapos, merong ganyan. Okay. So, yung iba, ang style ganito. So, yung ibang satellite dish, ang style ganito naman. For example, ito yung satellite dish, tapos may ganyan. Tapos, nandito yung parang microphone. So, ano ba purpose nito? Why did engineers design the satellite dish na parang kahamuka? Or, yun nga, kahawig yung shape ni parabola. So, bakit? Ganito kasi yung class. So, kapag nakaka-receive ng signal si satellite dish na hugis parabola, ganito ang property niya. So, for example, this is the signal. Ito yung signal. So, yung signal, pag tumama dito sa satellite dish, lagi siyang bumabanda, nagre-reflect papunta dito. Ayan. So, for example, kahit saan, kunyari, dito tumama si signal, babanda siya sa signal, tapos babalik lang siya lagi sa pwesto na yan. So, kahit anong signal na tumama, basta tumama doon sa satellite dish, laging bumabangga dito sa parang microphone. Alright? And ang tawag natin sa point na to, ayan. So, ang tawag natin sa point na to, kung saan laging nagre-reflect or nagbabounce back yung mga signal, ang tawag natin dyan ay focus. Okay? So, di ba, parang sa parabola mismo. Tapos, ito, yung parang microphone na sinasabi ko kanina pa, basically, ito yung receiver. So, yan yung receiver. So, ano yung mga problems or ano yung mga application problems regarding parabola? So, ang mga problems regarding parabola is that, for example, you created a satellite dish. For example, satellite dish. Ayan. So, naghanap ka ng satellite dish. Gumawa ka ng satellite dish. Tapos, hahanapin mo kung saan mo ilalagay yung receiver. So, basically, para malaman mo kung saan ilalagay si receiver, hanapin mo ngayon si focus. So, parang kunyari, ito si focus. So, hahanapin mo to. So, ang tanong doon, gaano kalayo si focus dito sa lowest point ni satellite dish? Ano ba yung lowest point na to? So, ang lowest point na to, that is the vertex. Alright, so vertex, this is the focus. So how do we do that? So how do we find the distance between the vertex and focus? So tandaan natin class, kung naalala niyo sa lesson, the distance between these 2 points, the vertex and focus, this is what we call the focal length. Alright, and ang formula natin sa focal length is absolute value of P. Yan. So in order to find the distance between the vertex and focus, all you need to do is to find the value of absolute value of P. So, ano yung sabihin nun? For example, ito. For example, meron kang tinayong satellite dish. Tapos, yung satellite dish follows the equation, or the parabola with the equation, let's say, x minus 3 squared equals, let's say, 12y plus 3. Alright. So, itong equation na to, this is represented by this parabola. So, yung parabola daw na to, follow the given equation. Alright, so ang tanong dito, gaano daw kalayo si vertex dito sa focus? So, ang formula dito is the absolute value of P. So, paano to masasolve? So, alalahanin nyo. So, ano ba standard? So, di ba, ang naka-square dito is x. So, it means that you are dealing with vertical parabola. Vertical parabola yung sinusolve nyo dito. And kapag vertical parabola yung sinusolve nyo, guys, makinig, if you are dealing with vertical parabola, ito standard form niya. So, ang naka-square is si x. So, x minus h squared equals 4p y minus k. So, kailangan natin malaman ito, si absolute value of p. And how do we do that? Solve for p. So, 4p natin, ito, 4p is equals to 12. Then, solve for p. Then, cancel out si 4. So, titira sa kaliwa is p. Then, sa kanan is, ito, 12 divided by 4, this is 3. Ano ba absolute value nito? So, ano ba absolute value ni p? So, the absolute value of p is still 3. So, therefore, the distance between the vertex and the focus is 3 units. So, for example, ikaw yung gumawa ng parabola na to or nung satellite dish na to. Ang gagawin mo, ipopwesto mo ngayon ipopwesto mo ngayon sa receiver 3 units sa taas nung lowest point nung satellite dish. So, yun yung mga sample problem or applicational problem regarding parabola. Alright, so that's it. So, those are the things regarding parabola. So, hopefully, na-review kayo with this short and somehow parang rapid video. Alright, so thanks again for watching this video, and that's it. Alright, thank you.